time to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah.
Gordon's got the ground game. It's the coach. This is the 2019 season.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 30 base. 59. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Ready?
This quick pass complete to Sutton. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, Park, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And let's look quickly here at the Denver offense.
And I think we'll see a renewed sense of urgency out of this team this week because they have to make sure they don't waste this homestand. They had a home game last week, lost it. Now they've got the second straight. They've got to take advantage of it, get a win before they head out on the road.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lock. He's got it. The tight end, Jeff Hireman. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, but he's got it.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Now, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go play action. Now Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. And quickly now, a look at the Kansas City offense.
And they should be set up for a big game. They have one of the hottest offenses in the league. They're coming in riding a winning streak, but we've seen these quick turnaround games really wreak havoc with what you've done previously. Hopefully they simplified their...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Room here to run. The 20. 31 yards there and a first down.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 5 summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Snead's got it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And out come the Chiefs now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
I got you.
From the 39, Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On play action, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll get this out wide to Taylor. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Block off of play action. It's complete to Snead. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Block now on 1st down. Gets it to Gordon. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's where you fly the ball.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. Past the 20. Kansas City touchdown.
That's it, baby. We got 6 all day.
Butker now to add the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So after the loss of 2, here's 2nd and 12 from the 23. Block going to throw, and that is incomplete here.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Last year's MVP, Patrick Mahomes, leading the Chiefs for their next possession. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. On 1st down, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Got his man. That's Mecole Hardman, the rookie. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. So we reach halftime here, and the 2nd half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, 2nd half. Let's do it. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. He's got it at the 15. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 63 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
In our pregame meeting.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Good job.
Travis Kelsey, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying that.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but still back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
This is Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So on third and goal, Gordon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? He's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And you know what they all do? They all keep kind of a book, you know.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Check back, check back. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Target. Mike's 50.
Here we go, fourth down, Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's go, fellas. On the ready. Check right. You got double time. 4 down. Get it. Let's go.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Good job.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be second and goal. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Come.
Gordon. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Illegal touching.
Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And McManus able to put it through, and that gets him back within 10. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light.
He's got a man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. To throw, it's Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Locke again here on 2nd and 10. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Here's Locke to throw. Pitch and catch complete to Hireman. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Locke gonna go on 4th down, and he's got Snead. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Locke now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, He hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the... And they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Trent Taylor, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be at practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never give up a 100-yard rusher, 100-yard.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Let's go, let's go.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled, and then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Mahomes going to throw it here. That one complete to Hill. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
We got this.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because
it got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Here we go.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And he takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish him off.
The score that puts him in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Now Drew Lock and the Broncos. Down by a field goal, a little over 30 seconds remaining. It's complete to Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Watch the run.
Lock to throw. Pitch and catch complete to Hireman. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular